What's going on, everybody? This is Thomas Young, and this is Talk Trucking with Thomas. And today I have with me Shaheem McCoy. He goes by Shy. I'll let Shy introduce himself. Shy, go and introduce yourself real quick, and then we'll get started.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? My name is Shy. Shaheem, but everybody just call me Shy just to keep it short and simple.
All right. So, Shy,
Oh,
how long have you been in the trucking?
I've been in trucking. Well, first I started out trucking with box trucks. So I've been in the industry. I was loading up trucks before I started driving them, which was back then when COVID hit. But that was 2021,
Uh-huh.
2020. Yeah, so around 2020, 2021, I was just so fascinated with the industry, just seeing how guys are back in and stuff like that. Just curious. I'm like, man, what it take to do that? So in 2021, I just decided to go at it and get my CDLs, and it just been up from there.
Okay. So, with the box trucks, how long did you do box trucking?
I did box truck for at least a year. I
Okay.
was a shipment and receiving clerk. So I was loading trucks up, but then they had a shortage on drivers. So I said, you know what, just me being a good Samaritan, I'm gonna just, go ahead and get my DOT medical card because they ain't need a CDL, we just needed a medical card.
Yeah.
And that's just what I did, just went to go get that and I started driving. And I did that for at least 6 months. So it was like 6 months shipment and receiving and 6 months box truck driving.
Okay. So, what do you do now in your current role in the trucking industry?
Currently I'm just orientation manager, so a instructor,
Okay.
basically, instructor slash trainer. But
Okay.
yeah, that's mainly it. Miss the industry, but I just feel like I'm better off being a help. You get what I'm saying? Like my potential is better off helping other people learn how to be better drivers. So
Okay, that's good. So now you feel more um I don't know if that's the right word, accomplished or more of a reward, like it's self-rewarding when you help others. That's what you're saying?
exactly, it goes to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Big
So
old
now
pause in there.
I feel before now it's just like a little piece of paper, piece of card. So now I just feel better knowing that I can help other drivers. I can teach them how to be better drivers, teach them how to back and stuff like that. So that's the blessing that I get from doing it.
Okay, and one thing that you do a lot is work out, right? So talk to me a
Yeah,
little bit about that.
yeah. So working out always been my thing. My father, he's a personal trainer. And me just being there, like I always been in shape. You get what I'm saying? So me being in shape, I just decided that I was gonna be a trainer. So I started, when I was truck driving, I started training too on the side. But then I was just noticing there was a lot of unhealthy truck drivers. So
Okay.
that's when I just started coming up with ideas, different methods to work out on the truck. Because a lot of times people don't have that flexibility to go to a gym.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just decided just to try to create different workout methods to try to create a better lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle for truck drivers.
Okay, I think that's a great idea. Actually, that's an excellent idea because
Yeah.
I've driven trucks myself, and
Hmm.
know, I've seen a lot of truckers that probably can benefit from that. And not saying
Hmm.
that whether they're big or small, because things change, but
Hmm.
mainly is because truckers sit behind the wheel a lot. I'm talking about long haul truck
Exactly.
drivers.
Hmm.
So,
Exactly.
what do you think some of the issues can come from just sitting for a long period of time behind the wheel?
Issues that could occur from doing that.
Yeah.
Um, Knee problems. A lot of times drivers stiffen up in the knees, back problems, because a lot of times drivers will be hunched over and stuff like that, where they have, their back supposed to be straight. Um, and normally just a lot of times you see people smoking a lot,
Okay.
so they smoking, they're not doing nothing, they eating sweets and stuff like that behind the wheel for a long period of time, and carbs and stuff like that, and that stuff turning to sugar, and they just go straight to your stomach.
Okay.
So that's a lot of stuff like diabetes, cancer. Those are a lot of things, disease that can happen for truck drivers for being on the road and not taking the proper care into their health. You know what I'm saying? And the
Okay.
truck stops ain't making it no easy because you don't see no truck stops for like Chipotle or like, just healthy, different fast food. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? It's just mainly like just bad. Like you see nothing but Arby's and McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? So that's the
Arby's,
biggest problem. That's all you
McDonald's,
see is
Popeye chicken.
donuts. That's
Yep.
all you see.
Yep.
So you,
Now we do see some Subways. Is that a healthier alternative? What do you think?
it's about it's better than that greasy fat food. I feel like
Okay.
Subway, the bread and stuff like that, but it's not too much. You're still putting something on your stomach, and it's still kind of in a sense of being a little healthier. But at the same time, it's better than just eating greasy burgers and fries and stuff like that.
Okay. I was
So
scrolling through TikTok and I saw your page come up with some of your workouts and
yeah,
it's pretty impressive. Um
hmm
and I know you have some videos out there and with different routines for
yeah,
the truckers because I think and I'm just me thinking and talking, they
hmm
probably feel like maybe they feel like, okay, I'm gonna do this workout when I get here or when I do that. But then by the time they get there, they might be too tired or I ran out of
exactly.
time. So, what is your suggestion for truckers that want to stay in shape, want to stay healthy, want to be around a long time? What do
Mhm.
you suggest they do when they feel like they don't have enough time? How should they go about getting time to work out?
I feel like the best thing they should do is, utilize the equipment that we could put on a truck. Like for instance, bands. A lot of bands. That's a lot of times to help with strength and conditioning. Because when you just sitting there, your bones is just weakening. When you put that tension on your muscle, that's when you gain more muscle. But you just sitting there, your bones is weakening. So strength and conditioning, me, that's what I teach my clients is normally get you some bands. Try to stretch with your bands, some weights, for instance, also like at least 10, 15 pounds. I know you don't want to put too much on the truck, but some weights, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, stuff like that. Dumbbells, kettlebells, um, and also an ab roller. Ever since the ab roller, the ones that be in Walmart, these are cheap equipments that you could buy and put on your truck, and it won't be too much weight added to your truck either. So there's some useful things that you could do, probably sitting at the dock and stuff waiting. You could possibly do some jumping jacks. You just got to utilize what you have. So a lot of times people just, they don't have that kind of equipment and they just think that, oh, because I don't have, I need to go to the gym. You don't need to go to the gym. You could buy this stuff yourself, spend at least $20, $30, and it could help you and your lifestyle years down the road. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing to do is possibly just create yourself actual schedule, but you really can't. But create you a schedule like there's times where though you
Mm-hmm.
could get free, like sitting at a dot, or like waiting for a relay, or like waiting for the load. You know what I'm saying? That's time right there. All you need is 30 minutes to an hour out your day to just work out, and that'll help you. That's all you need.
Mm-hmm.
24 hours in a day.
That's some great advice right there because there is some wait time in trucking and you're not going to
Yeah,
always be sleeping. So why not do some type of workout to help
exactly.
better your condition? So now you mentioned like schedule a time. So,
hmm
and you did mention like if you're waiting at the dock or something, that you can do this and do that. So with the app roller,
Yeah.
uh, do they need to get outside the truck or they do that on the bunk
You can do it. I did mine on the floor.
on the floor of the
So
truck?
yeah, I did mine on the floor of the truck, but I also had did it outside the truck. But I
Okay.
also had like a yoga mat, so you can lay
Okay.
the yoga mat down, and then you can also do it from there. And then just the simple things that normally people don't do in the gym is jumping jacks, push ups. You get what I'm saying, and sit
Yeah.
ups. Those three things can take you a long way if you continue and constantly do the same thing repeatedly. So
Okay. You
things like
meant
that.
you mentioned bands. So
Yeah.
do you happen to have a band or some bands with you right now?
Nah, man,
Not
it's crazy. I had it in the vehicle, but I don't think I have it on me.
okay. Well, can you just demonstrate like if you had the band like about so I guess you're talking about like tension bands. So
Exactly.
can you demonstrate how to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So mainly what I do, see, I had dislocated my shoulder a while back.
Okay.
So I didn't go to no physical therapy because I ain't feel like waiting and all that. And they gonna teach me something I could teach myself. So what I did was I just had my little bands. You got the small bands that you can wrap around your wrist, and then you can just do tension moves like this, back and
Huh?
forth, or you can bring it up top over your head and do it like this, or you can keep your arms straight out and do it like that also. Plus, if you get longer extended bands, you can also do curls like that,
Okay.
overhead extensions for your triceps, and also just extensions for your chest and your back. So
Okay.
those are the main things you could do for upper body. Lower body with the band work, easy stuff. I would have to send you some demonstration videos for that for the lower body, but lower body you could just easily do squats and stuff like that. But you can
Okay.
use bands with it to increase the tension. So
Okay. That's good. That should be something easy to get, and it doesn't
yeah,
cost that much for a
five
band. Don't sound like
dollars. You see, I just
$5.
did three workouts, three different muscle groups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
We're gonna talk more about your personal training, you know,
yeah,
deal too, because there may be some people might want to contact you. So I'm probably gonna put your
absolutely,
information either in the description. I might pop it up on the screen so they can. Do you rather people
absolutely.
email you or should they reach you?
And they call me, email me. That's my job is here to help people. Help God sent me here to help people. So call me, email me, and I got you.
Okay,
That's all it's
okay.
gonna take.
Very good, very good. I want to read something to you. I want to get your opinion. I want to get your feelings on this and your thoughts. This
Okay.
comes from the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. It's called NIOSH. This survey said that 27% of long haul truck drivers reported no moderate, I mean none, or no moderate or vigorous physical activity in the previous week. No moderate activity in the previous week. What's your thoughts on that?
No mod activity in the previous week, meaning there was no movement at all done in that week,
Well,
basically,
other than driving, no type of
other
exercise,
than
no
driving.
vigorous. Yes, yes.
That's unhealthy. Because like I say, and like, see, older people think, all right, this the thing. If you keep your body move, you can even walk. That's gonna build muscle. If you have knee problems, people think, oh, I'm gonna just sit. I'm gonna just sit. Like when I dislocated my shoulder,
Uh-huh.
they told me to be on bed rest for 2 weeks. I'm not doing that because me working it out made my shoulder much stronger than what it was. Yeah, I had times where though it got sore at the end of the workout. At the end of
Uh-huh.
the day, I was back on my feet within 2 months. But if I would have kept chilling and sitting still, I would have been back in 6 months. You get what I'm saying? So I kept
Mhm.
myself moving, constantly moving. That's what kept my muscles growing and building more muscle. So as long as you keep sitting still, the weaker your muscles gonna get. If you keep moving and staying active, the stronger your muscles will get. So
Okay.
the thing with that is that it's crazy that's crazy because it's like it's nothing to just. We got 24 hours in a day. All you need is an hour and 30 minutes. That's it.
Right. And that's good. Now, drivers, we always drivers have to stay focused on the road and
Yeah.
they driving like, let's just say, oh, hold up. Damn thing.
Hmm.
Let's just say they running like 11 hours
Hmm.
and they have because you mentioned, I think you said knee, maybe back or neck or something.
Hmm.
Um, what can they do if they driving? Now they got to stay focused, but is there any kind
Hmm.
of movements they can do to kind of keep the circulation going? Because sitting a long time driving, even though it's air ride, the circulation
Hmm.
still can be poor, right? Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. So a few things that you could do while driving, like how you just did, for example, like little neck rollers. You could
Mm-hmm.
do that to unstiffen your neck. Um, Also, if it's anything, you could have like a band. See, no, what I did was I attached a band to the side of my the little barrier right here to use to get out the truck, and
Uh-huh.
I just did this normally while I'm driving. I know I'm not supposed to, but I just did this with the band while I was driving.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well,
So
you're doing some kind
that's
of
one
movement
thing I
though.
did. And also, I had the crunch thing that you could buy from Walmart, the
Yeah.
front. So
Okay.
sometimes I get stiffened in the wrist from just
Mm-hmm.
sitting there. So I had that clamp. Or if you don't have that, you could just get you a newspaper and just squeeze on like a little softball,
Okay.
like one of those stress balls. You can just
Yeah.
squeeze it, and that'll build more muscle in your forearm and keep your wrist and everything from unstiffening.
Okay.
So
You know, I guess instead of doing this, eating a sandwich, you can be using the band, right?
there you go.
All right. So I guess as far as the truck stops on the road, because I haven't
Yeah.
seen many. What about you? How, gyms in the truck stops.
Oh, that's rare. That's very, very, very rare. I went to one though. It was one that I went to in Pennsylvania. They had a little gym in there, a few weights and stuff like that,
Oh,
which
really?
is beautiful. Yeah, it was
Okay.
beautiful. And that was the main. That was my. I was doing a relay every day, so every day I went there, I just work out. But normally you wouldn't see people in there though. But it just, it being right there in your face, hopefully get that person that motivation to do something. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like they need to add more gyms, add more weights, do more things and stuff like that for truck drivers because all they want to do is just get their money and have them spend all this wasteful money on fast food and unhealthy fit lifestyle. Like
Okay.
it's crazy. So I'm definitely big on putting more weights and stuff like that inside the truck stop. And that was gonna be my plan too. Hopefully it'd be, you know, coming together in the next couple of years.
Okay. Now, and I think that's a good plan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me see. You said something about like you talked about a lot of health things
Yeah.
because, and I was thinking part of standing in trucking is being able to pass a DOT physical. Now we know
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't go so much about the mass, but
Exactly.
you still have to your blood sugar got to be in a certain range, your blood
Yep.
pressure. So
Yep.
the workouts you're talking about, should that help? Does that help improve that situation?
Absolutely. Getting in and out of the truck because a lot of times you see people taking a while to get out those trucks. When they get out, their knees, they like, they out of breath. They walk to get their paperwork, they out of breath. Walk back to the truck, they out of breath. Like some of the drivers that I didn't train and instructed just be
Yeah.
it'd be crazy because it takes them a while. When you're getting out and looking, it takes them a while. You know what I'm saying? Imagine
Uh,
you being at a truck stop. You're always supposed to take your time, but if you were to just take more pride and care until you probably walking, it wouldn't be nothing for you to walk around your truck. You get what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So little things like that, um, it just man, it just gotta keep moving. Just gotta keep moving because all you see is it's mainly the legs. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of people just be yeah. It's the wind that they have, the energy that they have, and the strength in their legs. They're the main three things and three problems that I see from truck drivers. And that's the main three important things that truck drivers need to do consistently. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Since you said that, I'm thinking I've seen so many truck drivers that
yeah.
can barely, take
Barely
a
what?
few steps and huffing and puffing and leaning on.
Barely what?
I'm not laughing.
It's
I
great.
felt
Nah,
bad
it's
for him
not
because,
funny, but it's serious.
yeah, because, and I'm like, oh my God. So, but, and then also when it comes to all the sitting that we're talking about, like the poor
Yeah.
circulation, have you ever heard of
Mhm.
any situation where drivers may have gotten like blood clots?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's that.
Absolutely. I
Mm,
had a buddy, he had got into a situation, I think it was an accident, but him just sitting there, he got back in the truck, but him just sitting in the truck created a blood clot thing in his back or something like that.
mm,
So and I used to always tell him, you ain't been in the gym, you ain't been going to the gym. Nah, I'm gonna just wait for this check to come. So you got the wrong mindset. You waiting on that check to come, but you should be worrying about your health because when that check comes, the money ain't gonna go towards nothing but the finer things. You gotta do
yeah.
something for yourself. Because if your health ain't right, that blood clot becomes worse. You ain't
Mm,
gonna be able to spend that check.
you're
So
right.
at the same time, you gotta get on your feet. You gotta get back moving. You can't let one little thing deter you from the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Because time is short. Money is time. My time is money. So that's the main thing. We gotta stay moving, keep moving, stay on our feet.
Okay. And you obviously look to be in great health and in good shape. So when the
Yeah.
driver's driving down the road and everything, they want to drink something, they want to snack on something, and
Uh,
mostly, I guess it might be coffee or soft drinks or all that syrup in it. What
Soda, a lot of
a
soda.
lot of soda? Yeah, I did that too when I was driving. What is your advice on a healthy snack to eat while while you're
um,
doing your job, and also a healthy drink besides water?
so a healthy eat, but like snacking and stuff like that. So what I used to do is salads, of course, trail mix, for the people who like peanuts and stuff like that. Trail
Mm-hmm.
mix is a good thing, excuse me. And also for the people who like chocolate, I say trail mix because it's also M&M's and trail mix.
Okay.
Um, a lot of times you could do, let's say maybe you could do some chips for low fat. Um, Snacking wise, it's a variety of things, but mainly peanuts, sometimes seeds, but not too much. Um, and like granola. So I did a lot of granola out over the road. And, that's good. Fiber and stuff like that. Keep your
Mm-hmm.
bowel movement and stuff like that good. And as far as drinking wise, I would say if you don't just like plain water, I would say possibly get like some of those little packs, those Gatorade packs or something with a
Yeah.
flavor in it, but not too much sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Those would be helpful. Cranberry juice, um, a lot of times apple juice. What else could I think of? It's a lot of stuff you could separate. You could, you know, change without the soda. People don't need soda. Soda is too much. All that's gonna do is go straight to your stomach, and you're gonna be sitting all day. So the
Okay.
best thing to do is possibly just get you something that's flavor packs, and just put it in your water, or just get like some juices that's not too much sugar. So
Okay.
yeah,
Uh,
that's the main thing. Sparkling
as
water.
okay, sparkle. As far as doing push-ups,
Hmm.
um, I guess I don't know. A lot. Some people may not know how to do a proper push-up because some of them look like
Hmm.
they're about to run track. Like you're on your mark, get set, and they. So how to properly do a push-up, and
Mm.
then how many do you think a driver should do a day? Like, is there a certain number?
Proper push up. All right. If a driver can't do a regular push up, the best thing to do is to do the push ups on your knees. I don't call it the female push up because females could do the regular ones. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So the
yeah.
proper ones to do is the ones on your knees. Once you get better at doing that, and I think you should start out doing at least 100 a day. You know what I'm saying? 100 a day, 50 in the morning, 50 at night. If you can't do that 50 straight, you break it down into tens, 5 sets of 10. All right, and then 5 sets of 10 in the night. So that's the best thing to do. And then once you increase that, you just increase it. Next week you do 200. Following week you do 300. Following week you do 400. But then at the same time, you keep bettering your form. Your form is key. Your
Mm-hmm.
form prevents injuries. The best thing to do is better your form while you're doing it, while you're progressing. And a proper push up is just carrying your hands down shoulder width. So if you look at me, the hands are shoulder width. Sometimes I do this if I want to work more on my chest, but then I separate it a little bit more as far as I go if I want to work more on my back and my shoulders. You get what I'm saying? So the
Mm-hmm.
main thing to do is go up and down, all the way up and all the way down. That's the best form that you can have while doing a push up. And you just progress it as weeks go by, progress it. And a lot of times, what I had was, I don't know if you've seen it, but they have a push up kit. So like a little handies and stuff like that with different color varieties and different types of push up. I had that. So I used to do a game with myself here, but I do each one, each different push up type. And I do that and then I'd be finished with push ups. But I also include something with the bands. I do curls. You get what I'm saying? So at the same
Yeah.
time, you doing double work, more work in a less amount of time. So you can feel that pump, get that pump, and you can still get back to doing what you're doing after that pump. So
Okay. Well, you obviously have a good, awareness of all of this stuff, and I see why you
yeah,
make an excellent personal trainer for anybody.
got to
What is your favorite workout to do?
pull up. I'm a pull up
Pull-ups.
master. I love pull
Okay.
ups
How
because a
many
lot of
pull-ups
times
do you do though? How many can you do in one set?
one set I probably do 30, 35.
Man, that's a lot.
Yeah, 35. I normally do 100 a day when I go to the gym. That's my warm up, 100 a day. But the reason I do pull ups because that's all strength and conditioning. If you can't hold your own body weight, you don't need to be touching weight. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? So you
Okay.
see a lot of bodybuilders in the gym that's going straight to the weights. They're not starting off doing the pull ups. You got to start off stretching and getting that full pump, get that blood rushing through your body completely. You know what I'm saying? So that's my favorite workout I like to do is man pull ups because I see a lot
So
of people can't do it. So
okay, and you're right. Now you just mentioned stretching. So how important is stretching, and should you do stretching before you do any of these type of workouts?
very important, very important. The reason I say that because, and I reason I got big on it is because when I dislocated my shoulder a few months back, which was in December, the reason it happened was because I got off of work being a yard jockey. Right after that, I went straight into doing personal training. So I went worked at 10 to 6, and from 6 to 7, I had a client. So while I was demonstrating, I wasn't even nothing real heavy. I wasn't lifting no heavy weights. I was just
Uh-huh.
demonstrating. And I had the weight and I lifted it up and my shoulder came down and snapped. But the reason I did that happened was because first I didn't rest my muscles. Then second, I didn't stretch. So if I would have stretched and everything like that and fully rested, let my muscles relax, then I probably would have prevented that injury. So now
Mm.
every day before I do anything, I stretch my back, I stretch my whole body. And I haven't had an injury for the muscle, strength, anything. And since I dislocated my shoulder. So stretching is good so you don't have one of those no back spasms, no spasms period throughout your body and also prevent you from having an injury. You get what I'm saying? Because you could possibly sometimes some people jump out the truck. You jump out the truck and you jump on your feet. You could
Mm-hmm.
probably damage something. You could break something. You know what I'm saying? And if you just now getting out the truck from doing a 7 hour drive and you haven't stressed or anything like that, you
Yeah.
can cause an injury. So
Okay.
stretching is real big and stretching and also in being a gym rat, gym guru. So
Okay. And because you mentioned earlier, time is money, miles is money. So if a
hmm
driver decides to try to work out before his or her shift, let's say that's not used to doing it, what's the, I don't know, likeliness of them injuring themselves and then they can't even try to, do their work?
if they work out before their shift,
Uh-huh.
see, very less likely, if anything, because you never know what you may come across. Opening those doors, lifting up that latch, you can easily pull a muscle doing that. Um, Probably got to do something in the back. Probably got to set your low bars and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
you already fresh, you already pumped, you already energized, your blood already rushing, you already set for the day. Going through those things is gonna be like add another workout to your workout you just did. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
if you don't stretch or do anything before that, then you can easily probably pull a muscle doing one of those things, getting in the back of the trailer. Normally, it's we don't have no. I ain't seen that one driver with no steps through getting on the back of them trailers. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times they don't allow us on the dock. So the main thing to do is definitely try to get a good workout in, get a good pump, and a lot of times you see drivers once they're ready, they getting out the bed. They just now waking up
Yeah.
then getting in the truck and then closing their doors. You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Get yourself ready. Be pumped. Be ready. Anytime I got up, I was already, when they said you ready, I was already pumped. Okay, I'm
So,
jumping. I'm running in the back of the trailer
right.
because I know
So
I got to make this mile.
you mentioned low bars and different things. So there are different types
Mm-hmm.
of trailers. So
Mm-hmm.
do you consider this a workout? Someone strapping a load or unstrapping a load, moving the tarp on a
Mm-hmm.
flatbed. Is that a workout?
Oh man, don't tell me about them flatbed. Flatbed drivers, they the ones who really do need to because they go through a lot of wear and tear on their body. So I feel like that is definitely a workout. Um, those tops. And then mind you, securing the straps after you throw them over, you gotta have a ball, you gotta crank it.
Yeah.
So that's the workout itself. You get what I'm saying? If you
Okay.
ain't got the muscle, the strength in your muscles, we got a lot of older drivers. They ain't got that strength in your muscles. That you tightening up probably won't be tight enough. You know what I'm saying? It could probably come loose. So you want to make sure that you at least, you know, get that good stretch in, get that good pump, build your muscles so you be able to do your job accurately and successfully.
Okay. And that's good too. Good advice. Now, what about a driver that unloads the truck? Let's say a refrigeration unit unload a truckload of beef or something. Is that a good workout,
Oh
or
man,
should they still do push ups and everything after that, or
it
during that time?
depends. It
Mm-hmm.
depends. A lot of times now they got the fancy unloaders. They just sit on the forklift. Me when I was doing it, I had the pallet jack. So I do the pallet jack, cranking the pallet jack up and down. That's a workout itself. So I feel
Yeah,
like the people who are doing the forklift and stuff like that, they still definitely need to work out. The people doing the pallet jack, they still definitely need to work out. It's just all about if you want to include certain workouts for like so for instance, for the people who do use pallet jacks, the best
mm-hmm.
workout for you to do is like upright rows or like a bar, or you can use a band. You know what I'm saying? That'll get your shoulders and everything right and tight. So when you do crank that pallet up and down, you won't pull no muscle, and also you have that muscle to get it up there. And those pallets be heavy. For the
Yeah,
forklift drivers, a lot of times, they do a lot of shifting, moving around with their hands. You get what I'm saying? A
mm,
lot of times, like I was saying with the bands, that'll help you out with that. Gaining that grip with your forearms. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna build your muscle there with the people who's on the forklift and stuff. So I feel like everybody they still need to still take key and pride into their health. And you
okay,
never know what you may come across. You can fall off that forklift. You know what I'm saying? Take one careless step, you can fall right off.
right.
So
Oh,
mhm.
do you consider a particular time frame to even call it a workout? Like how many minutes or how much time should a workout be?
I feel like it shouldn't be a time on it. I feel like it should be like a pre-trip, however long it takes you.
Yeah, so let me rephrase it a little bit. So let's say if somebody call themselves working out and they only do 10 minutes, is that a good workout or should it be a little bit longer?
If that's all they could do, yeah, that's good enough.
Okay.
Because it
Okay.
depends on the person age. Like if the person was 80 years old, 10 minutes
Mm-hmm.
is good. You get what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, they're gonna be doing other things, including in their day, probably walking, you get what I'm saying,
Okay.
doing something. So 10 minutes is okay, but you can't be stationed at that 10 minutes. You can't be content at that 10 minutes. You gotta want to gradually increase that and improve
Okay.
yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if you do
Mm-hmm.
start at 10 minutes, the following day, do 20.
All
Following
right.
day, do 30. Just
Okay.
baby steps. I don't suggest people to just rush into it and just jump out there. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's like if you go to the gym. If you notice, the gym is in waves and stages. You got the first wave where the cardio, all the cardio machines together. Then you got the second wave where you see all of, the workout machines, the curl machine, and then you got the section where the free weights. You
Uh-huh.
get what I'm saying? All the free weights. Everything is in a wave. You start with your cardio, then you work on the machines, then you work on the free weights. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like everything should just be baby steps, the process, and not just rush.
Okay. That's good. That's real good. Now, what
Mm-hmm.
about this here? If a driver's not sure, I'm trying to think of the best way to say this because I don't be writing this stuff down, just talking.
Yeah,
Let's say
that's the best thing about it.
so a driver not so sure, or let's say a driver has health conditions and has not
Mm-hmm.
been working out, but the driver want to work out, want to get in better shape. You think they should just go ahead and get started, or should they consult their physician to get some medical advice first? Opinion.
They should get right started right away
Get
because the
started.
long
Bump the doctor.
started right away. Whenever you get that energy and that, because sometimes it's like people when they just stop smoking. Some people just go cold turkey. The
Mm,
same thing like working out. You should just start it because once you start, you ain't gonna stop. You get what
okay.
I'm saying? As soon as you get that first date, that's like right now I got a call with her. I motivated her to do something that work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So that following day, she wound up going to the gym. I gave her that little push. You know what I'm saying? That little
okay.
push, that little effort that you could do it. It's possible. You know what I'm saying? You just got to push yourself. You got to get that out your mind. Like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do Just do it. Stop saying I'm going to do it. Just do it. It's just
Just
like
do it.
people going to get their CDLs. Yeah, stop saying I'm going to do it. Just do it. There's a lot of people that want to drive that's scared. Can't be
Mhm.
scared. Just do it. You don't know what can happen until you try. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Best
Okay.
thing to do, just do it.
All right. A lot of times, it is. I think, and you can tell me what you think. I think it's good to have someone or others working out with you as motivation. You work out together.
Hmm.
But the truckers
Absolutely.
and the solitary is like a solitary profession. They don't have
Yeah,
anybody else, so they got to really, really, really gear themselves up
exactly.
and do it right because they're like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it
Yep.
tomorrow, and tomorrow never
Hmm.
comes. And next thing you know, they can't even get out the damn, can't even get out of the truck. Uh, my
You
bad, my bad.
right.
But so we're gonna kind of wrap this up a little bit. So, Shad,
Okay.
uh, no, I really appreciate everything, and I'm gonna just ask you this here. So we're gonna go this way.
Hmm.
What do you think about um a situation where someone has like a maybe a prosthetic limb or no legs, and they want to stay in shape? Well, of course they can't do anything and don't have any legs, like with leg workout, but how tough is that? Because certain things they can't do. So I know they can do the bands, but what do you suggest for people who may, let's say, have one prosthetic arm and they have one arm basically? So what can they do? Any ideas on that one? Hello? I think I lost it. Shy. All right. Well, it looks like he was having some Wi-Fi issues because that's why I was freezing up some. But Shaheem McCoy is a great trainer, not only in the trucking industry, but also, as you can see and as you can tell, you can hear how knowledgeable he is about and how passionate he is about staying in shape, working out. He works out all the time. You can call him a gym rat, whatever, but he's serious about being healthy and he's serious about helping others be healthy. Just like you, just like me. So I will have his information where you can easily access him and ask him any questions you want, communicate with him, maybe even set up something where y'all can do some workouts together via video, in person, whatever. All right. So again, thank you, Shy. I really appreciate it. I'm sure everybody else who can get some good knowledge from this video appreciate it as well. Y'all, this is Thomas Young, 18 WMS, Thomas Young, 18 Wheels Maneuvering Skills. Let's stay safe. Bro,